and it kind of fit naturally for a nursery.
Is that a three-legged cat?
Yeah, that's a gimpy.
Wow, gimpy.
She's a tripod. Yeah, she's not ugly. She's not just ugly. She's born with an upside-down cross on her forehead and 3 legs.
Wow.
Really?
That cat is just unlucky, but she's sweet. She's we had 7 of them, and she's the only one I'll let sleep in the house. I'll let her sleep up in my bed. She's like my cat.
Okay guys, we are at Shuckleberry Farms and I'm here with Marty Schuckelberry. We met Marty out at the Keepers of the Old Ways event and he had some rare type fruits out there and we got to talking. Come to find out he was a fig guy, so we talked really a lot about figs and all the varieties he had. Then he told me about this unique way to keep his greenhouse warm through this cold breeze that we had coming through. It got down to what, 20 something?
Got down to like 20. It was supposed to get down to 20. I think it was probably 22.
Yeah, and then he come out this morning. Was it last night, this morning?
It was 50. Look at the, I got some black Madeiras right there splitting because it's so hot.
Black
It was every
Madeira
bit of
fig.
50 degrees this morning when I woke up.
Look at that.
Wow.
So I can tell you, it's nice and warm in here right now. And it was cool outside. We walked in here, you just almost instantly break out in a sweat.
There's some ice on the ground right around where I had some water running. There's like ice chunks build up over there, so it's not warm outside at all.
But the thing that he grabbed my attention with is how he was keeping this greenhouse warm. If you look right here, tell us a little bit about what this is and what you've got going on and how all this works. Give me a brief breakdown of what you got.
Okay, your recommended carbon to nitrogen ratio for compost is about 30 to 1. Everyone who lives near the coast has access to seagrass. If you're in the south, you have access to peanut hulls. If you're on the west coast, you also have access to other sorts of high carbon materials like that. But if you mix them together, your nitrogen ratio for seagrass is I think 19 to 1, and for peanut hulls is like 35 to 1. So it's pretty easy. Just do the math on how much you got. Stir them together, and it ignites in heat. It pops up in heat probably within, say, 72 hours, and that's probably within 48 hours. You're sitting at 150 degrees in the core of it, and it'll sit solidly. If you rotate it 5-6 times to where it's very homogeneous. If you only have to rotate it maybe twice, but once it's finished, it's been rotated about 5 times. After you rotate it twice, it's all the same heat, and it's just like a big battery in here. It's like a pocket warmer or something.
So what all's in here? Just peanut hulls and seagrass?
Just peanut hulls, seagrass. But I also threw, I made a bunch of biochar, ground up a bunch of lump charcoal, about 100 pounds, and threw it in there. I got a bulk discount at Walmart. If you find the bags that are busted open, they'll give them to you for 25% off.
I had no idea that Walmart was selling biochar.
Yeah, well, they sell the lump charcoal.
Oh, the lump charcoal that you buy for your barbecue grill.
Yeah, and I just crushed that up. Not the briquettes, but the actual real.
The real charcoal. Yeah. Well, grab a handful of that and let's take a look and see what it's looking like. There you go. Get in there deep. Bring this over for the camera.
Well, here's a nice white background for you to see.
That's all that moisture in there.
That's just the humus coming out. It's all. And the cool thing about the peanut hulls, you don't want to use these for mulch because they will spread funguses, that sort of thing. So you want to be careful with the peanut hulls. But they give an air pocket inside your compost pile because they're not flat. They don't lay perfectly down. And it'll make your compost pile really look like it shrinks over the time, but it gives you a lot of those air pockets, which helps your bacteria break down and just generate even more heat. So, and it's real easy to stir with a pitchfork. So anybody who lives close to the coast can do this.
It looks like it's really tall more than it is wide, so you've not really lost a lot of space inside your greenhouse here.
Well, what I did was, this thing's kind of massive. I took a fence, I took 4-foot fence, and I wrapped it around, and I just connected it together, and I threw everything inside the fence to kind of make it more vertical.
Kind of a traditional compost pile.
Yeah. Next time I'll do something to maybe make the sides a little bit more, because just the weight of it kind of brings the fence down. But if you keep a barrel in the middle right here, full of water, that'll transfer heat from the middle of the compost pile out to the outside of the barrel. Keep your greenhouse and keep
So
sensitive
you got
plants.
a heat sink.
Yeah, it'll keep sensitive plants just a little bit warmer in this spot, but it'll tell you if your pile's starting to cool down. And once that pile starts to cool down, then you know that bucket's just like a little thermometer. So
I love it. That's great. All
stupid
right.
human tricks. I'm full of them.
All right. Well, he's got some different varieties for sale. And if you're in the area, look Marty up and just give him a contact. And you're on Facebook.
Yeah,
How
Facebook,
Google.
Give them a shout out of your
I'm Shuckleberry Farms. I'm the best way to find me is through Google. Just look me up.
Okay.
I do some stuff through the mail. I do most stuff by appointment, and then I do farmers markets, that sort of thing.
And he's out in Clarksville, and that's just on the west side of Tallahassee.
We are in the sticks.
We're out in the woods here. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little tour. Thanks for watching.